Hey, welcome to Cody the Car Guy. So I get brought a Chevy truck, and of course the AC evaporator core is bad. So they halfway took it apart, and while doing it, they broke up the plenum pretty good. So we're gonna MacGyver it back together. Pretty much while getting it out, this piece has come off right here. You can see where they broke the tab right here, and if you come over here, looks like they've actually pretty much cracked an entire piece missing out of there. You got the seam right here. It looks bad, but it's really not that bad. Other thing that happened on the bottom over here, let's flip this thing over, is they broke this piece right here. And they had it's been broken once before. It looks like they hot glue gunned it type deal. So I took all the hot glue gun back material back off of it. You got a little bit of crack, pretty much stops right there, but the piece is still here. So pretty much what I did, I just went ahead and stuck it back in there. It sits in pretty good. So this is not where any of the seams, if you ever have to change out your heater core again, is. So this is just where they broke it. So we're going to actually fix this like it is to where it'll be fine. Now someone right here used JB Weld, so I went ahead and I got all the pieces of JB Weld off. It was all cracked anyways. With it being hot and cold all the time, it made this easily, the JB Weld just became brittle and cracked easily, so it was no, it wasn't going to help or hold or anything. So the 7200 does not do that. It will just, it works when it's hot or cold, and you won't have any more problems. Like I said, we're not going to do it on the part where if you ever have to change out your heater core, we're just going to do it on the seams above where it's cracked. They literally broke it right here and back here just to get the heater core out. And this is actually one of the easier ones to get the heater core out. Now, the reason we're going to do 7200 instead of replace this on this heater core or plenum boxes or pain in the butt to get out of the other vehicles anyways, you got to remove the dash, all the other stuff. When we do it this way, it's going to be a permanent repair. You won't really be able to tell it's up underneath the dash, and it's not going to affect anything. So let's go ahead and get some 7200 on here, and then we've got to fix the crack on the bottom side. What we had to do is replace the evaporator. And when I was pulling it out, a truck was already brought to me. They started tearing everything down, couldn't get it out, and then I noticed all these cracks and breaks in it. So we're going to go ahead and fix that and get it back up in the truck. Now first we're going to replace or fix is this little crack right here. And literally, now I cleaned it all up, so wiped it all down and everything. You don't want any dust, definitely don't want any grease on there. And all you're going to do is literally just put a little thin layer. And this stuff is so strong, it will hold it just fine. You'll never have any problems with this. Like I said, it looked like they hot glue gunned it, and well, that didn't last very long. Some nice little layer in there, come back around. Alright, now that repair right there, like I said, that's pretty much a perfect repair. So let's go ahead and come back up here. So you can push down a little bit in there, make sure it's all into place. That's about where it's supposed to be. So we're going to go ahead and put a little thin layer. I'm going to put a little bit extra right here at this seam where it had a little gusseting naturally, so it helped it hold it a little bit better. Alright, now that's pretty much done right there. Now on the other side, like I was telling you, we're going to put a little piece of tape over it, and then we're going to put some 7200 over top of that, and that will be a permanent repair too. So let's go and flip this over and get that repair done. Now, this little bit right here, the way 7200 goes in, it's nice and thick, so it really won't, just fall right in there. Now there's an opening right here that you can barely see. You can see my finger goes in there. All you're going to do is literally put a little piece of tape, just so that you have to like gunk it all up in there. Put a little teeny thin there, and then we're going to cover the tape with 7200. And it actually will make it pretty. Now, if you have something that you're putting together and you have to, you can do it in a couple stages, where you can literally put a piece of tape and help hold something, let one section dry when you get it in place, and then you can come back through and then take that tape off. Not the one you're going to use as like a fill, but like one that you're using as support, so then you can come back through and finish up the other side. So with this like this, you're going to have to literally take some 7200 and run completely around this area right here and fill it in. If you get it going. Kind of fill it in. I'm going to get a little bit above where the crack is, and you want to go a little bit below the crack. Now I've seen other people, they'll take something like this and they'll use HVAC tape. So we did your patch. Once this dries, we'll turn that patch part into the repair, and it'll be, like I said, a permanent repair. Now once I came back around the bottom side of the plenum right here, I went ahead and just put it on there. Now we're going to go ahead and let this part go ahead and cure up and get hard, because once you see where they broke off the tab on this one right here, all it really did was have a little bit of an adhesive in there anyways, with two little couple little tabs in there holding it. So we got the tabs on the other side's fine. One of them's broken. So by the time we use the other 3 tabs to hold it into place, we're going to put a little thin layer around here. We're going to get this all back together. You don't have to use 7200 around here. You can actually use some weather stripping foam, and then all you want to do is literally repair this one tab. But you got 3 to help hold it, but you want to repair this one tab so that way it's a good repair. That way when it goes back in there, for the amount of time you'll save to go chase down and find another one, because you've got someone that's got one sitting on a shelf and you don't have to pull it, just using the 7200 saves you a ton of time and money. So it's easy to use and does repair perfect. I actually like it better than the HVAC tape. So we'll go ahead and wait. We'll come back, I'll show it to you in the truck, and I'll show you when it's actually fully working.